What is up, guys? It's your girl Faith, and I'm back with another video. Today I will be combing out my 7-month-old locks. If you recall, a few months ago I shared a life update video with you where one of the things I mentioned was that I had locked my hair and that I would take you on this journey with me. So I am sticking to my word. Now you're probably wondering why I'm taking them out so early. Well, I will share that with you in a bit. However, in the meantime, I would like to address one thing. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, and you've especially been watching for some time, I don't know what you're waiting on. Hit that subscribe button, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. There you go. So I want to take you guys through the past 7 months so you get to see the transitions my hair has gone through. So let's go. I began my lock journey with 2-strand twists, a method I chose due to its simplicity and my familiarity with braiding, as opposed to finger coils, which I felt would be harder for me to maneuver. Bear in mind, I started my locks as my own loctician. In 2019, I had finger coil locks installed during my break in Zambia. However, when I returned to the US, I struggled to find a variety of locticians in the area where I was schooling. The one loctician I went to on my first and last visit merged my locks without asking me. I unfortunately only discovered what she had done when I arrived in my dorm room, and I remember it cost me a whole $100. I was so hurt. Before I eventually took them out though, I learned how to retwist my hair. So in May 2023, when I decided to lock my hair again, I planned to be my own loctician. Additionally, I've seen people's hair being yanked with combs during retwists, and I didn't want to put myself through that. So not only was I going to be saving myself a good amount of money per retwist, but doing my own hair would be a guaranteed painless experience for me. Now, if you're familiar with the locking process, you've likely heard of the ugly phase, which usually refers to the first 7 to 12 months when your locks haven't matured or are still in their starter lock phase. I would like to tell you that my ugly phase wasn't ugly at all, but that would be a lie. It felt ugly many times. I realized how used I was to seeing my hair in longer, relatively more intricate and neater styles, that the shrinkage and frizz annoyed me and made me feel less confident about my appearance, especially since I'm a working woman and I just love to look neat. Now please bear with me, I got a little excited before filming, so I combed out 2 of my locks already, but yeah, I was just a bit too excited. But anyway, in the first month, I learned that I could use an alternative method to retwisting that would allow me to go longer periods without the need to do my hair. This method was interlocking. In all honesty, I should have done more research to understand the impact on form of your locks that either method has, because that would have been important to know. Interlocking requires the use of a crochet hook and the know-how to prevent having hollow locks from interlocking your hair unidirectionally. It also results in relatively more slender and tighter locks. Retwisting requires the use of a gel or wax, though I came to learn that some people use oil for their retwists. It results in relatively thicker locks, but retwists generally only last a week, especially if you work out. 2 weeks if you style them. On 2 occasions, I interlocked my hair to maintain a neater look for a longer time, especially since I work out. But I reverted to retwisting because I wanted thicker locks. They will eventually lock up, I told myself. And things won't be so bad when they grow longer and mature. But to be fair, it wasn't all bad. As the months went by, my excitement grew when I noticed my hair locking up and getting longer. I started to embrace it and appreciate this time because I recognized that it wouldn't last forever. I started learning more about my hair and in the process, appreciate it for its uniqueness. That really is what helped me not compare my hair to the images of other ladies' locks that I saw on Pinterest or YouTube. But let me now address the question you may still be asking. Why comb them out? For starters, I realized that how you partition your hair when you're starting the process is an important thing because the size of your parts helps guide how full your locks will be, and in my case, the variety of styles I would be able to do with my hair. If you've already noticed, I parted most of my hair to fall to one side, and my parts lined up diagonally. This may not be a point of concern for some, but I recognize that parting my hair straight so that it could have a middle part too would have been most ideal for me because I'd have more options in my styling. I love styling my hair differently, so having that limitation was something I couldn't overlook. Secondly, I desired a fuller head of locks, which would require smaller parts. Last but not least, switching from retwisting to interlocking and back to retwisting altered the body of my locks in that some portions were tighter from interlocking and other portions thicker due to retwisting. I should also mention that there were a few locks that I used the instant locking method on due to unraveling of the twists in the first few months. Now this is normal for 2-strand twist starter locks. However, I would like to have more uniform bodied locks. So, for these reasons, I decided to comb out my locks and restart the process with the desired parts and aim to use the retwist method alone. But why even have locks to begin with? Or in this case, restart them. One of the observations I have made with my hair is that it tends to grow really thick and long when I'm in Zambia versus when I'm in the US. I noticed this over the years I've been in the US. Length that would take me a month to grow in whatever hairstyle I would do in Zambia would take me months to grow in the US, much less retain. I don't know if it has to do with the difference in climate or the water. I really don't know what it is, but that's been the case. And I can't depend on travels between countries as I now live and work in the US. I've tried to do different quote-unquote protective styles to retain as much length as possible, but it's been to little to no avail. As it turns out, I find traditional locks beautiful. And I know from my mom and sister's experiences that you can grow and retain your hair length with locks due to it being a low manipulation style of hair maintenance. So I tried it. And my hair really has grown thicker and longer in the past 7 months. Since doing a big chop a few years ago, my hair hadn't bounced back to what it was before and more. So seeing it long and feeling healthy has been amazing. I don't know about you, but growing my hair is something I dedicated to God in prayer because I genuinely believe He pays attention to my cares, no matter how small. 1 Corinthians 11 verse 15 does say, "But if a woman has long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given to her for a covering." And 1 Peter 5 verse 7 says, "Casting all your cares upon Him, for He truly cares for you." I pray about anything and everything. So I really thank God for being a part of this journey too, and for making it fruitful, as is His nature. So I would say at this point we are on day 4 of the process, and it's officially a workout. Doing your own hair is an arm workout. But I have to be honest in saying that I genuinely enjoy doing my own hair because it gives me a unique opportunity to have a special kind of me time, because I just bond with myself, and I get to watch, I usually put on like a ton of movies that I like, or a show that I'm watching at the time, and yeah, it's just relaxing for me. It's downtime, so I enjoy it. I get to have fun with my introvert self, and recharge that way. But at this point I am tired and it's late, so we shall wrap this up the next day. But yeah. I forgot to mention that I used the Anti-Jackie's Curlala cream to restart my locks. I really like Anti-Jackie's products so far. Well, they've worked for me for a few years now, and I just like how they leave my hair feeling, and they smell so good. I especially like the Curlala cream, the Not My Watch conditioner. It works so well. It's also what I used to unlock my hair or comb out my locks, and their elongating gel. Those three I really like. I'm yet to try out more of their products, but those three have worked for me for years now. And yeah, so I use the Curlala custard to do my hair, and it just left my hair feeling really lightweight and smelling really good. I also used a crochet hook just to tighten the base, just because I'm installing twists, and so I don't want the base to be loose. So I used a crochet hook just to tighten the base and keep it looking neat. So this is 2 weeks after installing my new locks, and I love them. In my opinion, locks are one of the best protective styles available. Now, do I want to keep them in permanently? I'm not so sure yet. I do plan to keep them for the entire year and make a decision then, because I also like my hair in its loose state. So we'll see what happens in a year's time, God willing. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and that you maybe learned a thing or two you may want to try out. Just a quick reminder, the series are back, so keep a lookout for my next new series. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Bye!